Hello, my monstrosities. Hello once again. Today I'll bring to you a quick tier list, mainly because I want to talk about the Amps and Apex. I've really enjoyed their inclusion, but I think that some of them are slept on, and some of them are way worse than I expected. And I am doing this as a format for people to talk in the comments about it if they want. So, I guess with that, let's get it started. And just going to immediately get this one out the way, we all know that Overflow is S tier. It was kind of interesting, like that first week, maybe, people really didn't believe in this one as much as the one that I think isn't that great. I just truly don't think it's as good. It's solid, but the ability to free up so much inventory space in your loadout is kind of where I'm going to be putting a lot of weight onto things. Because the fact that you can, well, okay, let's do this one now, right? Everybody wants the unlimited bats, but personally, I only think that's like just okay. If I can take over here, we can all take over here, right? We all know that one. Now, it doesn't give me infinite, but that does mean with one cell or one syringe, I can be back to full and be perfectly fine, right? We all know that one. Now, the infinite bats requires me to still have two bats in my inventory space, as well as all the other shit that I'll need. And upon finding that out, it's not the biggest deal. It really isn't. I'm not going to say that it is, but for all of that to still just have bats, I think it's the fact that overflow exists, that infinite bats is less in my opinion. Because I look at it, I'm like, well, this just isn't overflow. I could just be doing overflow right now, and I'd be better off instead of, these bats. And yeah, with overflow, that usually makes me want to carry more syringes and more cells. So it takes up more inventory space, but the value you get out of that amp far outweighs all the other shit that I have going for me. Now, here's the problematic one. I not problematic as in it's OP and needs to be tweaked or anything like that. It's problematic because of where I'm about to place it. I think that the power booster is a bit better than the unlimited bats. Depending on the legend that you play, it giving you like just cooldowns going out the ass, and it's a not yellow helmet. Was it yellow helmet at the last change? Sorry, I started playing season 3 on and off, so I forget what all changed at what times. But uh, the fact that you now start getting your tactical and your ultimate way sooner affects the gameplay a bit more. If you can put out more shit, especially on some legends, right? Now, this won't do shit for like an Octane. Uh, but it will do shit for a Wraith. It sometimes does shit for me on crypto. Uh, but the fact that you can just keep going, especially if you're one that throws shit, right? If you are a fuse, if you are a bang, if you are, I guess, does it? I don't know. Watching has the gen thing now, but like if you are anybody that has a semi projectile need to come out thing, it is a pretty major player. I think that this one goes by miles, especially if somebody else has one of the other two on your team. That kind of helps you. Whereas, like, all right, you can go out there, take this power boost, and continue to farm while your teammates can give you other shit to keep you alive if you aren't just immediately getting these death boxes anyway, right? And into that, I think even with all that, I'd take infinite ammo a little bit more. There we go. Infinite ammo frees up so much space. It frees up so much space. And when there's freed up space in the gun game, I can use it for whatever other bullshit I might need and pick up along the way. When you don't need 4 or 5 stacks of things, that means that you can get 4 or 5 nades to yeet into your enemy for situations that arise. Because that's one thing that definitely happens to me. Where I'm like, all right, I fought the world, but I really need to get them out of this hole. Don't have anything to do that right now. You want to be able to pick up nades. You want to be able to pick up other shit. Healers specifically, right? For the most part, ultimate excels. With all of that out the way, ammo being the biggest inventory slot, yeah, I'm fine with kind of sacrificing infinite bats for it because I'd much rather just not have to worry about reloading anyway, and especially not reloading, but worrying about ammo anyway. Because when you're not having to reload with an assault legend, that goes very hard. Now, obviously, here comes the downside to infinite ammo. If you have a ballistic on your team, it's kind of repetitive. You're just like, all right, whatever, I guess. Um, but an entire class, to me, feels elevated when you give them infinite ammo. You can just make it so that, hey, this train doesn't stop anytime soon. So that's that. And infinite ammo over infinite bats. It's like I still have to have 2 bats, and then I still need to have ammo and the ultic cells and all of that. So it's like it freed up realistically 1 slot, right? I don't know how many times I have more than 4 bats on me and then need to use on top of that. Realistically, I'm not getting that much value over the course of a game with infinite bats as I would like. That's pretty much self-inflicted, but I also still have to take the time to pop a bat, which just isn't always time efficient in the moment. Sometimes it's much easier for me to pop a cell or two just to repeak or whatever. So I don't know. I just haven't found that much value out of infinite bats as much as I would have liked compared to the other two. Like going again, infinite ammo on, and yes, you still need to have 4 stacks for that, but it frees up a lot of space. But not having to worry about ammo the entire game is much better than me not having to worry about bats specifically the entire game. There's Phoenix kits, there's shield cells, there's conduit, there's watch engine. There's other ways for me to get shields that I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. Um, but there's only so many times that I'm looking at the ammo. Now, mind you, the infinite ammo does not apply to care package weapons. Uh, so that's whatever. But I will always need ammo, and there's way too many times that I'm looking at it like, fuck, I only have 50 energy left for my RE. Um, fuck, I've been pew pewing for about an hour now to try to chip away this game as far as, and then that's the other thing, right? If everybody's taking overheal, let's talk about interactions here. If everybody's taking overheal, that means that I have my infinite ammo, and I will get through your shield chills and your syringes. Yeah, you'll also get through my heals, but you're also using your ammo too to hit me. So you're using your ammo and your shield cells and your syringes while we're shooting at each other from long to, get some damage up and just wear away at the economy of everything. You're using both of those to hit me. Me, I'm only using I'm only using my heals, not using my ammo for that. And then you'd go, well, monster, how does shield batch apply to that? Same thing as overheal, but a bit worse. Um, I still, if I get down past my shields, I still have to use my syringes and my ammo. So both of those cases, I think I'll take infinite ammo in the situation for a lot of times, and then it also depends on playstyles and things like that. If you have infinite ammo, like I was saying, you're that leaves you to carry more heals for your team, right? In general, if you can bring now six bats or whatever the fuck, and maybe two Phoenix kits and an Ultic cell, you can play the game. The fact that you can open up so much shit in your inventory is so major, in my opinion. I don't think that it's talked about enough. And Power Booster being over on top of Shield Bat, that one I can be swayed on, but there's just some legends that make so much better use out of it than anything, right? Being able to throw shields and gibby bubbles, and like I was saying, any projectiles, just a little bit more often, getting your ult for damn near every legend is a lot better. So a lot faster is a lot better. So I don't find as much value out of infinite bats as I think we were all led to believe that first week. And then finally, the fucking shield thing. I really wanted to like it. I really did. I'm putting it a D. As you can see, there's no F tier. Because I don't think it's that bad. Like in the early game, it's okay. Like, but I don't ever seem to find this early game. I'll find Overflow or Power Booster more often than I'm looking at this damn shield. And if I could find it enough at the early stages of the game, this is purely just my own experience, not to say that this is de facto. It'd be okay as a starter amp, but I just never find it. Like when everybody is on white and blue, it's nice to be on blue backslash purple, of course, right? It's not there. And then there's even some legends that I thought would make better use out of it. The controllers, Revenant, that it doesn't come close to being able to either give yourself a bat for that shield, infinite ammo while you're still trying to fight, and all these things. Like it doesn't come close to the other ones in my opinion. So a little bit of a quick yap on where I feel that amps are, and a bit of a hot take. So ready to hear about all of that shit. But yeah, that's just a quick one because I wanted to have a discussion about the amps in Apex. I don't think that they are problematic so far. I think they've been actually pretty tame. And as you can see, I feel like they're all close in power. This one is the best, so that's an S, but I don't think it's all that much more insane because way too many people get a little bit too greedy with it. If you get if you take more damage, the healing will stop, right? It's heal over time. So too many people will pop a cell or pop a syringe and then do that stupid thing where there's still like 30 to 40, health, HP left, peek out, and then get knocked, and you're just like, bro, what are you doing? Or because they thought that they just had more stuff, it's like, all right, you only had four cells and two syringes by the time we're looking at end game because you wanted to play a little bit too aggressive. So it's easy to mismanage this one because it gives you so much value, and because it's easy to mismanage, people mismanage it. So it's there. It's hard to mismanage having infinite ammo when you just don't have to pick up shit anymore, and it does throw things off a little bit. Like I'll still end up picking up ammo and then be like, wait, I don't need that shit. But then that frees me up to pick up other shit for either my team or for me. Like just for me. My crypto having ultic sales, pretty decent. And if I have ultic sales, I don't really need the power booster as much, but it is still helpful for getting my drone back. But realistically, you shouldn't be losing your drone all that much. Now, some people are skeet shooters extraordinaires for my fucking drone, and the second that I'm trying to throw it out, there's been times that it's gotten hit around weird corners, like they were waiting for my drone to come out from me from behind a rock or something. But and sometimes that's true, but it's whatever. But yeah, I put the value that you get out of a power booster more than the infinite amps or the infinite bats because some legends it goes absolutely absurd on. So really, I think that people should try infinite ammo a little bit more if they don't have overflow before picking up some of the other ones. And power booster is a decent enough placeholder. Bats are fine. I just don't think they're quite A tier. Just don't think they're quite A tier. They don't free up that much space for me, and I still have to take the time to pop a bat. And finally, the shield is just so whatever that I'm like, all right, fine, I guess. But yeah, that's my take on the amps. If you like the video, like it. Got a comment for me, comment. And until next time, peace out, my monstrosities.